Buying and owning a house, closing costs, points, and operating costs. There are a number of fees involved in buying a house. These fees are called closing costs. These costs can include mortgage service charges, title search, insurance, transfer of ownership charges, survey, inspection of property, and preparation of documents. If the amounts are not known, 3.5% of the loan amount can be used for closing costs. To help us determine how much we're going to pay for our house, let's turn to the chart. To begin, there's the cost of the house, which in this case is $65,000. We're going to make a down payment of $7,000. If we take $65,000 minus our down payment of $7,000, we found that the amount of our loan is $58,000. We have closing costs, which are 3.5% of the loan. 3.5% of $58,000 is $2,030. Then we need to make an adjustment about our points. There are other charges in a loan called points charges. Sometimes there are point charges in securing a loan. Points come in two forms. Discount points. This is a means to decrease the interest rate on a mortgage loan to a competitive position, or as it is called, to buy down the interest rate. For example, you may receive a 10% loan with 0 points, or receive a 9.5% loan with 2 points. If the seller is eager to sell the house, he may offer to pay the discount points. Points, which are also called origination fees, are charged by the financing company. This is a service or placement charge for obtaining the loan. Both types of points represent a percent of the loan amount. For example, 2 points equal 2% of the loan amount. If the seller is eager to sell the house, he may offer to pay for the discount points or the origination fees. These point charges are a one-time upfront charge paid at the closing of the loan. We can see in this particular loan there are percentage points of 2%. This amount is to be paid by the buyer. 2% of the amount of the loan is 2% of $58,000, which is $1,160. To figure out our total initial cost, we need to add together these amounts. We need to add the down payment of $7,000 to the closing costs of $2,030, and finally add in the cost of the points, which is $1,160. Our initial costs are going to be $10,190. Now we need to consider what the monthly charges are for living in this house. We know that we have taken out a loan that is a 25-year loan, and we have secured an annual percentage rate of 9.25%. We're going to refer to the monthly payment chart that we used in the last lesson to help us figure out exactly what the monthly mortgage payments will be. We can see that the monthly mortgage payments will be $496.48. That is not the only cost of living in a house. There will also be monthly property taxes, in this case $125, monthly insurance payments on the house of $55, there will be costs of electricity at $95, the natural gas costs at $85, the water and sewage costs of $25, the garbage pickup at $10, and the estimated maintenance of $50 a month. If we total all these amounts, we find that our total monthly cost will be $941.48. When you're buying a home, you need to consider all of the costs in the initial cost and in the monthly upkeep of your house. That way you can make an informed decision about whether this is a good purchase for you.
You are looking to buy your dream home. You visit this new subdivision and your wife says, "This would be a nice house for us." Then you spot this house and say, "This is the house I want. It sells for only $225,000. Your wife says, "That house is too expensive. Let's look at the smaller house that sells for $95,000. Let's take a look at the monthly payments for a loan if you pay $25,000 down for either house and a loan rate of 11.5% for 30 years. Let's do the math. You have one house that sells for $225,000, and house B is for $95,000. The loan rate is the same. It's 11.5%, 30 years, and the loan charge per month is $9.90 per $1,000, and you have saved $25,000 for a down payment. Let's calculate what this charge will be now for a month for house A and for house B. So it's $225,000. You have $25,000 that you want to deduct for your down payment. So this house is $200,000, and you have to pay $9.90 per $1,000. So you want to divide that, since I have it in a calculator, it's easy to do that, divide by $1,000, and that equals 200 times $9.90. And so your monthly payments will be, for this house, will be $1,980 per month. Let's calculate the house payments for house B. $95,000 minus that $25,000 equals, now it's just $70,000 left to have payments on. It's per $1,000, $990, so we divide that again by 1,000 equals 70. So it's 70 times $9.90 per $1,000 times $9.90 equals $693. And that's for a period of 30 years. And that's quite a big difference between the two houses. Now, one of the big advantages of buying a house instead of paying rent, when you pay rent, all your money is gone. The landlord gets the money, and they use it to maintain it, the house, and also to get a little profit. But when you purchase a house, that house, after 30 years, will be paid off, and it will be your house. So there's an advantage. If you're going to move quick, maybe in a year or two or three, it pays the rent. But if you know you're going to stay in the house, in the area, it would many times pays, instead of paying rent, your rent might be $800, $900, $1,000, or $1,200 a month. Then it's a lot of times cheaper to buy a house. But don't forget, you're not just paying $693, because you're going to have to pay taxes, water, electricity, take care of the yard. There's many, many expenses. So again, as I'm stressing in this unit and in this course, use your math skills and be an intelligent shopper when you go around making decisions that will affect your life.
Please pause the video now and complete the problems in your workbook. When finished, press play, and we'll continue with the next lesson.